Alright, what's up everybody? Fan of Football 813 here with our divisional round playoff games. We have a special guest, my friend Richie. He's visiting from Oregon. He came all the way from Oregon just to do this. He's a trooper. And he's a diehard
core move.
And no core move. He's a diehard NFL fan. So he'll have a lot more insight with the NFL stuff than I normally do. Basically, what I am with college, he is with NFL. We forgot to do it last week, but our Week 17 tallies, just for anybody that's paying attention, I had 11 right and she got 8, so I finished off the season, the regular season well. And the wild card round, I ended up with 3 out of 4 and she got 1 out of 4. And although his was unofficial, he went 0 out of 4.
If I would have picked, I would have done miserable.
Yeah. And I told you guys last week that I'm going to accept credit if the Eagles win, because I was going back and forth.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to count it for my tally, but I was like back and forth the entire time picking.
The only one that should accept credit is Parky.
That's fair, Parky, the kicker for the Bears.
You
know what? Credit. I'll give you credit, Parky. Everybody's wishing you death threats. I'm not going to do that. But all right, so now we're going to go with our divisional rounds. Here, Angela already picked because she likes to go upsets here. First, we'll go with the first game on Saturday. The Indianapolis Colts at the Kansas City Chiefs. I had picked the Colts last week because of their offensive line. It was the best in football in terms of pass protection this year. They allowed the least amount of sacks on the season. Their running game with Marlon Mack really got going late, and it showed it against the Texans. Mack ran for 148 yards. And Luck, had 2 touchdown passes. With that kind of offensive line, especially with the way their running game has been going, it will help them against the Chiefs, which, Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Chiefs, had 50 touchdown passes and over 5,000 yards.
It's my fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, it's his fantasy quarterback. It helped him, make it to the final round?
Second place.
He got second place, so.
Nice. Kareem Hunt.
So, yeah, because Kareem Hunt likes to do dumb things in his off time. But the Colts, with that running game, with that line, it potentially could keep the Chiefs' high-flying offense off the field a little bit longer and rest the defense. That being said, I have a hard time going against the Chiefs with this one. It's in Arrowhead. They've been on fire all year. I think it at least lasts through this game. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win this one. And now he's going to...
Okay. So...
Good.
Okay. So, pretty much what he was saying about the Colts and their offensive line is all true. And the running game, they could definitely slow down the Chiefs. But the Chiefs have not scored under 26 points. And I don't think the Colts can put up enough points to stay with the Chiefs, so I will also choose the Chiefs. But it could be close.
Yeah.
It could be like 35 to 30 or something.
Yeah, probably a bit of a shootout. And it is true, I'd forgotten that. The Chiefs are the only team in NFL history to score at least 25 or more in every single game during this.
And it's 26.
Yeah, that's right. So, there you go.
And they even put up points against the Ravens and defenses like that, so...
Yeah, that's true. The Ravens had the best, basically the best defense.
So it's against good teams.
And I'm going for the Colts.
Because she's going for the upset team. All right, the next Saturday game, the Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Rams. It's kind of a similar situation. The Cowboys' running game is really good too with the Colts, Ezekiel Elliott. It could give them a chance in this. I trust the Rams more. I trust Goff more. I like Dak Prescott, but I trust Goff more. And Todd Gurley should be playing. And you got Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Rams, who set an NFL record with 20.5 sacks by a defensive tackle. I'm going to go with the Rams in this one.
Okay. Pains me because I hate the Dallas Cowboys with a passion. They're overhyped pretty much every year. But I'm going to choose the Dallas Cowboys just because their linebackers are ridiculous. And they're probably going to control the Rams are very susceptible to the run, despite their good defensive line. So they're going to run Zeke a lot. And unless the Rams embrace the fact that they have two very good running backs now.
Which ones? Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley and what's his name?
Oh yeah,
CJ Anderson, right? He's been balling out in place of Todd Gurley. Despite if they run them both and control the clock like the Cowboys are gonna try to do, they win the game. But I don't think they're gonna do that. So Dallas is most likely gonna win the game.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, if CJ Anderson sounds familiar, he in the Super Bowl a couple years ago with the Broncos, he did run for 90 yards with them, and he helped their offense go with what little offense they got in that game. There was a lot through him. So, and the last 2 weeks of the year, he went off. He went for 167 one game. And
right. In place of Todd Gurley, he was looked like a star running back.
Yeah.
So if they run them both, I'm talking about 15 carries apiece, then they most likely will win. But they're probably not going to do that.
See, you're going for the Cowboys for a legitimate reason. I'm just going because I'm an upset.
So the Cowboys, I thought that the Seahawks would beat them, but that's because the Seahawks match up very well against them.
Yeah.
Was it a close game?
It ended up.
It
was pretty close.
Yeah, it was close, but I thought the Seahawks would do better, but the Cowboys stopped the run.
Yeah, and the Cowboys even is pretty good, so.
Yeah.
All right, so the Sunday games. The first one, the Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots. This would be, the Chargers have everything on offense. Rivers is Hall of Fame quarterback. Melvin Gordon's a really good running back. Keenan Allen, one of the best receivers in the league. They still got Gates. I think Hunter Henry's supposed to come back.
He could come back, yeah.
He could come back.
He was on IR.
Yeah, he's on injured reserve.
He might come back.
So they have all the potential on offense. Their defense, I don't think is that bad. You might know more.
No, their defense is very good, especially the game plan they had against the
Ravens.
The Ravens was kind of insane.
Yeah.
So they stopped the run. They were the only team to stop the Ravens from running the ball this year.
So this should be a pretty interesting game. That being said, it's in New England. It's still Tom Brady. New England's been a weird team this year. They lost to a few, they lost badly to teams they probably shouldn't have lost to, and the miracle in Miami, that was dumb. But they got the pieces. They got Brady. I think they should be able to. I don't know. It'll be harder. I think, like I said, it'll be kind of close, and I could see it being a 31-28 sort of game, kind of back and forth a little bit, because the Chargers have the potential. But I'm going to go with the Patriots to win this one.
Yes, I will also be picking the Patriots. The Patriots at home in the playoffs are 15-3. Yeah. They go to AFC championships at the very least. They don't not do that. So you can't. It's hard to pick against them. But it is interesting because the Chargers are 7-1 away from home.
That's true. So something's got to budge here, I guess.
So they are a very good road team. So it'll be an interesting game, but I will still. You can't pick against the GOAT.
I would, even if they weren't upset, I would still pick against the Patriots.
So she's going with the Chargers.
I would pick against the Patriots also.
But think about all the bad things the Patriots went through this year.
And they're still
weren't in Foxborough.
That's fair. They were away.
The miracle in Miami was in Miami.
Yeah.
So.
And there's another smaller factor here, which could against the Chargers. They're going completely across the country in a week, and it's January in Massachusetts.
Did they go back to Los Angeles?
Not sure. They might have.
I would have stayed, because they're in Baltimore.
Yeah, it depends on if they were smart.
Yeah.
If they would have stayed, then maybe. But if they have to travel, because they were in Baltimore, so literally they had to travel 3,000 miles there, and then they got to go 3,000 miles back.
Good point.
And if it's cold, especially, and if they're tired, the jet lag's real.
Right.
He knows. But yeah, so that's more of a minor, a smaller thing. But I think the Patriots should be able to.
But then also the Chargers, it's they haven't proved it yet. Like, they've had a great year, but in his history,
Yeah.
what have they done? They've lost. So
she's going to Chargers.
I'm
All right, the last game on Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Nick Foles still has that magic. He converted a 4th down touchdown for the winning score last night with like a minute left in the game. He's the Eagles quarterback. Unfortunately for them, I think this is where it stops. I mean, it's a rematch of the regular season in which the Saints beat them 48-7. Now, I don't think that it'll play out like that again, but I do think the Saints probably will still win pretty easily. Maybe not 48-7, but I was telling him earlier, maybe like 35-14 or 38-21, maybe something like that. But I think this is where the Eagles stop, and I think the Saints win this one.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to get swamped again. It's, they're going to tear down that statue of Nick Foles. The Saints, they're too good at running the ball. Drew Brees is Drew Brees, and like the Eagles' defense has been kind of crazy with pressure so far, like since the last 4 weeks. But the running backs will slow that down, and then Michael Thomas is gonna score a touchdown or two. So it'll be brutal. That's the only game I'm fully confident on.
Yeah, it's actually the only game I'm fully confident on as well.
I'm still going.
She's still gonna go with the Eagles.
I'm just a little upset. I just that's gonna be my strategy right now.
Philly fans are nuts. They're gonna rip that statue. Tear down.
To be honest, even if they win, they might still.
Yeah, that's still.
Are they the ones that have the prison in the stadium?
They're
Is that them?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's not the city of brotherly love. So, but again, last week I got everything wrong. So.
Sure. I mean, you're down. You're bound to get one of these.
Yeah, I gotta get one.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It seems like that one is it. So, those are our picks for the divisional round. I mean, the first week of games, I mean, they were all good. They were all relatively except the Colts. The Colts kind of took a big lead.
No, yeah, they brutalized the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, they won 21-7, but it was 14-0 after the first 2 drives. It was 21-0 by halftime. Hell, in the first part of the second quarter, it was 21.
Yeah, they controlled the whole game.
Yeah, but the rest of the games were pretty much even, pretty much back and forth. The Cowboys won by 2. They had taken a 10-point lead late in the game, and then Seattle scored late to make it 2. But it was still back and forth even prior to that. So, and the Chargers, they were up 23-3 on the Ravens, and the Ravens almost came all the way back. They had the ball with like a minute or something left, and then Lamar Jackson he fumbled the ball, and it stopped them. But they almost came back. They were good games, and it looks like there should be at least three of the 4 should be pretty good games.
Except that ass beating.
Except that ass beating the Eagles. Bourbon Street is going to be partying all week.
Yeah. They'll build a statue in Bourbon Street.
Not a beer bottle for Drew Brees.
No, that'll just be Nick Foles on his back.
So, alright, so those are our picks for here. I appreciate my friend, Richie, coming all the way in from Oregon for this.
Just for it.
Just for it, yeah. Angela, she's been here this whole time. Into picking.
Now I can see my laptop. Usually don't see what I'm doing. This is what I've been typing on all season.
So, do you have any last thoughts or anything about any of the games or?
No, I can't think of nothing. Yeah.
For that. All right. So, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week for the conference championship games. Break those down as well. Unfortunately, he won't be there for that, but we will be doing it. So, peace.